Good day, viewers. I am Sarah B, and you're tuning in to Just Be Tarot. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your amazing energy. And thank you for hanging out. This is a general reading, not personal. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. I hope you had a great weekend and are ready for a new start this week. Let's see here. All right, that's a little bit better. I am shuffling for the overall energy for this reading to start the week. Now, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you are tuning in, this is when you're meant to see it. There might be something, if you're guided to it, there might be something in here for you. So, but take what resonates and leave the rest. Not every message is going to be for you. We start out with cleansing. Taking time to really clear your energy, and that's everything that's surrounding you. Maybe not your yourself, clearing your chakras, really reflecting and being intuitive or introspective, but also maybe it's time to do some fall cleaning. Maybe it's time to clean out that closet, get ready for that, bringing in that those fall clothes, getting rid of what you don't need, what doesn't fit you anymore, letting go of items that aren't for you. Maybe they're connected with the past somehow, and you need to release those things and bring room for new energy into your life. These things that we keep and we're attached to, they often hold energy for us that we just need to release. So I do feel like a lot of us have some cleansing to do. So that might be something you're thinking about doing. And we have support. Don't be afraid to ask for help from people. Now, being in Virgo season, and me being a Virgo myself, we don't like to ask for help. We like to do things on our own. Not that there's anything wrong with asking for help. It's just the way a Virgo is. We're of service to people. We don't like to ask people. And it's a shame because I've really had to struggle with getting through that change of asking people for help, of not having that issue anymore, because it is an honor to be asked for help. If you if you're perfectly honest about it, it is really, if somebody's asking for you to help, that they're not asking everybody, they're asking you. So it's really, really, truly a gift. And they're asking you because they trust you. They trust you to be in their energy. They trust you to be in their circle. So it really is an honor to ask for help. So when I ask people for help, I try to look at it that way. Like, I hope these people know I don't normally ask for help, and when I do, it probably means that I love you so much that I am willing to let down my vulnerability and to let you in. And I feel like that's what how a lot of people feel. So ask people for help, get that guidance. How do people feel? Can I get some assistance from you? What's your advice on, raising kids, going back to school? How did you do this? How did you do that? What was your experience with this? If there's no shame in asking why, what, when, how, whatever, to seek guidance from people. And not pretend that you know everything or can handle everything by yourself. We weren't meant to be alone. Asking for help is nothing to be ashamed of. All right, we have love here, we have prayer, and discovery. So I do feel like there's a manifestation here for love to come into your life. And I'm not just talking necessarily about romantic love, but love that is surrounding you. This says love is everywhere. Open your heart to it. So it's It is. It is everywhere. And you have to realize that and not just constantly be looking for a partner or for somebody to spend time with, but love is within yourself, and that's where it starts. So it's really important to open your heart to your self love, and then that love for other people and other people loving you will filter into you. You just have to really um, have faith that that's going to happen. Hi, everybody. How are you guys? Brian, I did see your message. Happy Monday, and I am feeling a lot better. Thank you so much. I'm doing well, Michael. Great to see you on here. All right, so, but I do feel like there's a discovery. We have to keep our hearts and our minds open to new things. And I do feel like with that manifestation, in reflection that those things are going to come towards us like this love, keeping our hearts and our minds open to new experiences and new people and new things, and really trying not to judge things. An open mind means not judging and keeping an open heart for different things and different people and different ways of doing things. And, not being stuck in your ways and trying to overcome that by changing, by going about things differently. All right, so let me move on to the second deck. Welcome, everybody. Once again, I am Sarah B., and this is Just Be Tarot. Thank you for hanging out with me. First, I do the overall energy of this week. It's Monday, so I'm doing it for this coming week. And then I go back and do card pulls. So you can be asking questions while I'm reading the overall energy for this week. I appreciate everybody here and all of your energy. You guys are amazing. And I love you guys and the energy that you bring. It makes me so excited. Don't forget to click on like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do appreciate it, and it does get my channel circulating. It's absolutely free for you, and it helps me tremendously. All right, so shuffling for the collective for this live reading. Now, this is a timeless reading as well, so whenever you're running into it is when you're meant to see it. And it's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. So every message might not be for you, but there may be a few messages that you need to hear and might trigger something that changes your mind about something, and that maybe you are meant to see it. We have nurturing. Okay, handling something delicately, bringing something to life, giving something extra care is what you're being called to do. Now, that's going to resonate differently with each and every one of you, but I do feel like this starts with us. This starts with taking care of ourselves so we can nurture other people. Okay, say less. I feel like this is about really listening. Saying less and listening more. Really trying to understand what people are trying to tell you. Not thinking about a rebuttal while the other person's still talking, but really taking in what they're saying and paying attention and listening to what they have to say rather than already thinking about what your reaction is going to be or how you're going to respond. Listening, really, really important. And that's part of the nurturing. Listening and taking care of people, listening to their wants, listening through body language. Body language can tell you a lot. Actions people take can tell you a lot. That all has a lot to do with, being human. And people act a certain way and feel a certain way, and they're going to respond a certain way physically. So it's important to make sure you're not being responsive, because sometimes these people might be triggering or situations might be triggering. So make sure you are, watching what you're saying, watching your tone, and really being mindful of your words. Hello, everybody. And um, understanding what people are saying. Think before you speak, think before you react. Take those few minutes to respond to something if you need to. Don't respond on in an angry mood. Um, then we have counseling. Again, with the introspection, reflection, maybe you need, if you can't be biased to yourself, maybe you need somebody else. Maybe there needs to be a third party intervention or a second party intervention. This way you can um, get the help that you need to help you see clearly. Oops, and that just flipped out. We have move on. Okay, so with this big wave, go with the flow. It's time to let go and move on. Move towards something that feels good, something you're attracted to, something that feels like it's safe. Like this person is going to eventually go towards land. They're going towards what feels good to them, what feels safe. So it's about going with the flow, riding that wave out, letting go of control, and letting the universe take control for you, letting go of the reins, riding that tide, seeing where life takes you without intervening. So this week you might be tested and asked to go with the flow of a certain situation. And when you do let go of control, it really does boost your energy, because the more faith that you have, hi Michael, the more faith that you have, the more faith you put in the universe, the more control you let go of, then the universe, the energy is going to come back towards you. You have to trust, because it lowers your anxiety. And less anxiety is better for higher energy and vibrational levels. Ooh, you might have somebody who is jealous of you, or somebody who is maybe reacting to you. Somebody might be jealous of something in the workplace. This could be somebody in your friend group who is acting like they are supportive of you and are just not. Somebody might be also sabotaging, trying to sabotage you. Or this could be you trying to sabotage the situation. Like I said, controlling a situation, trying to get things to work out your way instead of letting things work out the way they're supposed to. Maybe this is somebody that you don't necessarily like. We're all human, and sometimes we have human reactions to things, and it's all good if we realize this before we actually, or in the middle of actually, like taking, initiative in acting upon it. Um, it's normal to feel jealous sometimes. It's normal to feel like let down because you didn't get a position, or somebody else did, or somebody started dating the person that you had a crush on, or, you don't get that text back from somebody you hooked up with this past weekend. It's okay to feel hurt. Just, don't sit in that. You feel hurt and move on. Don't sit in that bad energy and let it eat you up. It's not worth it, because that is really low vibrational, and then that is going to really bring your energy down, and you're not going to be able to move on to that next cycle for good energy and good people, and that high vibrational energy coming your way. All right, so one last deck for you guys is the Clarifying Love Situations deck. I know a lot of my viewers often have situations regarding relationships, love, etc. Situationships, romance, what things are going to be like. So let's see what this deck has to say. We have welcoming dawns. Be open and receptive. Like I said in the beginning of the reading, open your heart and your mind to new situations. Try not to judge. And it's not always easy. I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm just saying give it a try. Try not to judge and open your heart and your mind to new situations, new ways of thinking, new people, new cultures, new personalities, new ways of living. It's all deciding what you like and what you don't like. We certainly don't know everything in our little bubble. So if you get out and explore and meet new people and different ways of doing things, it's nice to know how other people are living, and you just might fall in love with it. All right, so let's see what else we have here. Okay, shuffling for the collective spirit in their situations, relations, crushes, partnerships. What do they need to know for this week? Thank you. Can I have a couple more? Thank you. Okay, we have missed chances. Don't have regrets. Cherish your moments together. So don't regret the things that that things that happened. Like sometimes people ask, why did I have to meet you? Why did I meet you? I wish I never met you at all. But don't have those thoughts. Don't have regrets. They were sent into your life for a reason. Most of the times it's to teach you lessons if it's a karmic relationship and it ends. It's about teaching you lessons. It's about how do you move forward from this? Am I taking the lessons and moving on? But cherish those moments that you had together, those moments that you were happy. It's important to really clock those moments and to keep them in the back of your mind, because every relationship that you've had something to offer. No matter if it was a friendship, if it was a situationship, if it was a marriage and it ended, it had something to offer you. You took something from that and grew. Restraints test. Trapped in instability. Resist impulsive urges to find steadier ground. So just because the grass is greener on the other side, and you might be having a little bit of turbulence in your own relationship, it's saying, you know what, this could just be a test from the universe. You might not wanting to go, you know, because every situation is different. And just because something looks like it's tempting and it seems like it's better doesn't mean it necessarily is. So, trapped in instability, things are turbulent, resist impulsive urges to find steadier ground. Don't be impulsive. It's important to make sure that you know what you're getting into and to trust that things are going to get better. Go to your person, communicate. If you want things to get better, then seek some counseling. And if you don't, then do them the common courtesy of cutting ties. Okay, what else is going on in situationships, romantic relationships, partnerships, crushes? What else do we have for the collective spirit? What else do we have? Veiled paths. Face the mystery of uncharted passages. Again, trust. With the courage to explore unknowns. Okay, if something is brought to you and it seems like, it's not something that you would normally be attracted to, it might be just the person that you need to be in your life. This is a situation that is being brought to you divinely, but you have to trust that it is for your greatest good. Explore the unknown. Just because it doesn't seem like something that you would normally get into, just because this person maybe isn't of the same culture as you, or maybe their first language isn't your language, then it doesn't mean that they're not supposed to be in your energy. So trust that, you know, because it's not the same, because it's a mystery, because it's unknown, doesn't mean that it's not for you. Anything else? Can I get a couple more, or is that it? I was told to shuffle one more time. Thank you. Okay, we have boundless spirit. Your only limits are the ones you put on yourself. So because we are in our own mind and thinking too much about, you know, different situations, we're holding ourselves back. It's almost like self-sabotage. We always think about self-sabotage as like doing the wrong thing in a relationship, or texting back too quickly, or not enough, or, you know, things being too controlling or something. But you could be sabotaging yourself by not putting yourself out there, by not making yourself, you know, accessible. So it's important to realize that you are putting the limits on yourself, because you might be holding yourself back, or you might not be paying attention to what you need to pay attention to. You know? You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's move on to tarot. All right, Spirit, I am shuffling for the collective. What is it that they need to know for their greatest good for this week? We're starting this week, Spirit. What messages? Let me give it a good shuffle, and then I'll go back to see. Okay, see, self-sabotage. What was I saying? This is obviously, I haven't started reading anybody's questions, so this is for the collective. Excitement. We have something new coming in, something to be excited about, something that you might be creating, something that is offering you a lot of growth, something that you're starting and really excited about, something that you're learning. We have, this is going to be very, very good for you. You might be getting a lot of acknowledgement from this, whatever it is that you started. Yeah, people are looking up to you. Maybe you are the owner of a company, or you are put in charge of something. You might have just won an award, is what I just heard. Okay, so let's go back. Let's see here. Hey, Witchy, how are you? Okay, so Witchy. Witchy? What do you trust then? If you don't trust in people and you don't trust in the universe, what do you trust in besides your cats? My question for tonight are, will I still get married and have kids? Okay, I don't see that. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean forever, because the energy is right now. Remember, this could change. Energy is fluid. So we're saying it's not in your energy right now, and there's something higher. There's some kind of elevation you need to work on, something that you're being called to do, something that you are being drawn to, or that you will be drawn to. Maybe that is having kids, but there's something that you are being drawn to, but I don't see that as being taking on a partner. Maybe it's IVF treatments, or maybe it's like adoption or something along those lines. And will I still be able to travel? Will Witchy still be able to travel? Okay, I see we got the Tower in reverse. So I'm seeing that there is changes coming for you. Is Witchy still going to be able to travel? What is travel looking like for Witchy? What is travel looking? Thank you. I feel like there is we have the Seven of Swords, which makes me think there is some kind of energy of something being taken away from you. Because I mean, this is the Queen of Cups. That's coming out as you're full of love and compassion and you're nurturing. And that could be maybe this mother having kids question coming through as well, as far as making plan changes. You know, when I said IVF or adoption, I mean, I don't know what your situation is, but that may be something that you are, you know, maybe thought of before. We have this, I want to clear this Seven of Swords energy, because it's almost like something is stopping you from traveling. Something is... What did you mean by Seven of Swords, Spirit, for Witchy and travel? Is Witchy going to be able to travel? Oops. And the Tower in reverse again. I feel like changes need to be made, or you're making changes to be able to do that. Changes have to take place first. Maybe you need to get out of your head with this Eight of Swords energy for you to be able to travel again, get past something. There's definitely changes. Plan changes, though, not sudden changes coming in. These are changes that you need to make, but it's about making them and taking the first step to make these changes. And one more question for Witchy right now. How is her healing going? She wants to know. How is the healing going? Don't forget to click on like and subscribe to my channel. I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. I appreciate everybody being here and your energy and your vibration and all those good things. When you click on like and subscribe, it helps my messages circulate, and it's absolutely free for you, but really helps me and is priceless for me. So thank you so much. I thank you in advance for everything you do for me. It really does make me feel good when you guys, you know, repetitively come to these lives. You make a girl feel good. What can I say? So thank you so much. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Back to Witchy. How is the healing going? There are going to be some surprises coming in for you. I feel like though that they're going to be good surprises with this Five of Swords in reverse. it's like you are making, just heard leaps and bounds with your, is your therapist there already, or you're doing exercising maybe by yourself, or you've already started something along those lines, but I feel like you are making strides. And it's way better than anybody thought you would be coming along. So I do feel like this is a good change, especially with this Five of Swords in reverse. Makes me think that you're really trying to get ahead of this healing and get back to yourself. All right, so geez, Louise. So, Witchy, do you still want to have kids at 42? Is that something you're interested in? By the time I get out of here, we're looking at October, and I'll be 42. Out of here. Yeah, money's always a, isn't that a bitch? It always comes down to money. I feel like somebody is healing from a broken heart. That just came out. When I was shuffling. So that could be for the collective. Does anybody else have anything? Okay, I'm going to start asking questions for the collective. Okay, Spirit, what does the collective need to know? We have this broken heart. So that's a healing. Healing from a broken heart is making things come together. If things are coming together now that you're healing. What else do we have, Spirit? What's coming together now that this healing energy is here? Let's passion. You're going to develop a passion for something, or someone, not just something. This could be a passion for someone. But this is really exciting energy. You might be starting something new, getting involved in something, maybe taking a class on something or something that you wanted to start. This is something that you're really excited about. You also could be doing this on the fly, something spontaneous, something exciting. But there is a lot of passion behind this. This could be a smoldering romance, is what I just heard. Smoldering. So maybe you just started heating things up with somebody or rekindling something with somebody. But I do feel like there's an energy of something passionate coming in. Something coming your way this week. You might have an opportunity to learn more about somebody, is what I just heard. Get to know somebody on a more intimate level. Now, intimacy doesn't always mean sexual intimacy. Growth can come in doing things together, spending more time together, having an emotional conversation, or finding out that you have you like the same things and having a discussion about that. Um, you know, intimacy comes in all shapes and forms. So it might not just be passionate, you know, sexual intimacy, but it could be something that is growing in other areas of intimacy. Um, we have the Hermit. It looks like some of you need some healing energy, and we have that Three of Swords as well. So you guys might be really trying to reflect and figure out, you know, what happened in this relation, trying to take the lessons from it. What happened? What did I like? What didn't I like? What am I looking for in the my next partner? Or my next job, or whatever it is that you are healing from. You know, what am I going to, you know, what is something that I'm willing to sacrifice or compromise on? What am I not willing to compromise on? What, you know, what is it that, um, you know, I want? Maybe you're moving and it's a situation where you are trying to pick a new place and you're like, what are my wants, my hard items that I want, and what don't I want? In a house or an apartment or a living situation. Um, it's like there's so many situations, and especially like if you have encountered, you know, this, you've moved more than once, and now you know, like, okay, the next time I move, I definitely want some. And you're used to going to the laundromat, and you're like, no, next time I move, I definitely want a washer and dryer in my apartment. You know, like something like that. Um, so it's like you need to trust more. Trust that the universe knows what they're doing. I feel like there's things that some people want to be rushed on something. Michael had a question. He retracted his question. Michael, did you have something to ask? I hope I didn't skip you, Michael, and you took back your question because I ignored you. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to, I promise. I did I did see the can you feel all that? But yes, I can. I am clairaudient, which I can hear um different phrases, and I can sometimes see visuals, but it's more hearing. And yeah, I can read energy from what's coming in. Sometimes I feel and hear certain phrases. We have the somebody is trying to stick up for something. Defensive, somebody's on the defense of you're welcome. Um Somebody's being defensive about somebody or something. Maybe you're sticking up for somebody, but I feel like you're in your head about it. Like maybe asking questions like, why am I the only person who is taking this person's side? Or how come nobody else sees things the way I see it? I feel like you are really defending. I feel like I just heard defending somebody's honor or maybe abilities. Let's see what else we have here. What else here for the collective. Thank you. Please feel free to ask questions. I don't want you, I mean, I love doing collective readings, but don't be afraid to ask questions if you have them. Okay, something is off tilt. There's something that is feeling unequal in some kind of way, shape, or form. Somebody is making you feel like you're not pulling your weight. Somebody's making you feel like you're not living up to their expectations, is what I just heard. This could be in a partnership, or this could be in a work situation. Somebody not... This could be maybe you are... Maybe this could be maybe you are a boss or something and somebody's not living up to your expectations or the requirements of work or the job. Somebody is stuck in a cycle here, and it's bringing down an energy. There is some kind of blockage here for somebody in the collective. We have the Sun in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is a blockage here. Somebody's stuck in a cycle, not moving forward. This could have something to do with one of their children's. Maybe you had an argument with a child, or it's going to even be an adult child. You had some kind of... There's something blocking you this week. Let me see. Blocking from what, Spirit? What is being blocked here? Some kind of energy is being blocked. What kind of energy? What energy is being blocked here? Some kind of progression. You're working things out. I feel like you were working things out and then it stopped. But it's like you are feeling like you're healing. This is healing energy again. Finding the people you're supposed to be with. So maybe this blockage was something like you feel sad about it, but I feel like this blockage was meant to happen. This person was meant to be blocked from your life. Yeah, you keep fighting for it though, but this person was meant to be blocked from your life. You may be feeling sad about it, but this is a divine blockage. This person, you've outgrown this person or something. This person was not, or situation was not meant to be in your life anymore. Okay, so let's see. We have Witchy World Traveler. Is there any good news actually coming in? Well, you're full of positivity. Let me tell you, Witchy. Golly. Ugh. Nope, not with the... Everything's in reverse. Not with you, Witchy. Nope, nope, and nope. Nope, blocked messages. Are you though? This is, we have 3 swords cards in reverse. Messages are being blocked from coming in, or somebody's not talking to you. I feel like there needs to be focus. There's decisions that have to be made, but you have to to see the full picture. There needs to be clarity. You need to be able to see the full picture and not just have blinders on. Um, you might need to cut people off, but I also feel like you might be needing to warm up to somebody or something, or warm up to an idea, which might be seeing the whole picture and, warming up to an idea of something new. Um, again, seeking clarity. And this is like you have the good. Oh, thank you, Michael. You're sweet. That is sweet. Ace of Wands energy is a lack of passion. Lack of passion. I feel like I mean, I can tell that you are not yourself. You're in a depression. Um, and it's really blocking a lot of the good things coming towards you. All right, what else? See, Witchy, the good news is that you're beautiful. That's good news. Okay, so I see that there might be, or you might have had, a falling out with friends. Oh no! I'll spend more time with the cats. You gotta put yourself out there. Take off your blinders. Remember, remove the mask. Wish fulfillment. And the Nine of Swords, this Nine of Wands again. Keep fighting for what you want. Keep fighting for it. Don't give up. Don't give up hope. Keep fighting for what you want. Or are you able to take a walk, Witchy? Like walk around the neighborhood? I mean, I know that it was your shoulder, but you said you were in a wheelchair, right? As well? Am I correct? Because I know there was like a wheelchair situation that wouldn't fit in your house. We have the Hierophant in reverse, which is lessons needing to be learned. This could also mean a relationship is having an issue, or you might need to seek like a third party advice about something. You need to learn from somebody that has more knowledge than you in a subject. So this is your sign to go to seek help from somebody who might know more, or you need to learn more lessons before you can move on to the next phase or cycle in your life. You're not taking the lessons from something I just heard. Somebody's not taking the lessons. So in order for this wish fulfillment to come in, then you have to see the lessons that are learned, the lessons that you're learning. You keep getting hurt doing the same thing. So in order for you to move forward with something, you have to see the lessons. You have to see why this keeps happening. Waiting for something. Something, you're waiting for something to happen. I feel like you're surrounding yourself with really good people, people who you can trust. There's an energy of trust that's surrounding you. You might be learning something new or more about somebody that's making you trust them more. This could be somebody that you maybe wrote off to begin with, like really didn't think twice about. But I feel like this energy is coming, being more frequent lately, and you're learning to take the good away from their personality rather um, than because you're learning more about them and you're able to understand why they do the things they do, why they feel the things why they say the things they say. You're able to understand them more. Now, if we have hi YM, we have the world in reverse. So some of you feel like you are, I just heard trapped. Trapped is a definite spirit. Why did I hear trapped? What? What? Eight of Pentacles. Some of you feel like you're trapped at work. Working on something. Trapped in a cycle. But I mean, you have the trapped means like you can't control the situation. But if you're in a cycle, you can control the situation. You are able to make those changes on your own. You are able to seek to move forward with something. Trap means like you don't have control. There's somebody else that is pulling the strings per se, like a boss or something. Like you don't have the final say. um we have the Emperor in reverse. Something is maybe not working out with an Emperor or some kind of energy that is in control. That's what I was just saying, like a boss energy or somebody who is in charge. Ace of Wands in reverse. Something that you are not feeling good about. Ace of Wands in reverse. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This might be something that some reason why you need to stay where you are. Not because you want to be there. It's something that you need to stay there. A reason why you are there. Like because with the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, it's something that you want. You don't necessarily need. But in the reverse, it's like you need this. So I feel like this is something to do with work. Another Nine of Wands. Something that you keep going back to, although you feel defeated. This could be your job, a job situation. Trapped is the word I heard with this World card. Okay, let's see. I know, right? Besides you and Michael, it's weird for a Monday. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull a couple more cards. Yes, something not working out. What is this? Oh, thank you. Looks like there's something new coming through. And something new is coming through that's going to make you feel like it's going to relieve your anxiety. But it might involve giving up something. Something not working out here. Something not working out here, but it's going to relieve stress and anxiety. So something's not going to work out and you're going to feel like, oh, this didn't work out. But what in reality, it's going to be a whole new journey for you where you're going to feel less anxious and be able to calm your thoughts and your feelings and feel less stressed. So what you feel like is going to be a loss is really going to be much better for you. Who am I really am? Is that a question for me? I think we'd have to book a personal reading to to get to the bottom of that one. I don't think 2 cards is going to cut that. Let's see. Michael wants to know, who am I really am? We'll see what 2 cards come out for you, Michael. I think that might take a little bit more than 2 cards to answer that question, but we'll see. Well, 4 cards came out, and we have the King of Swords energy. You're very focused on certain things. You have a lot of clarity. You are very mindful. And I do feel like there is an ending coming your way, though. A cycle's about to end for you, or you're about to call it quits with somebody or something's going to end. It's going to make you feel a lot better with this 5 of Wands in reverse. It's going to give you this calming energy. But I do feel like there is an energy of more options coming in for you. You might be ending something because you see more options, you see better options for you. But I do see, as far as who am I, King of Swords energy. King of Swords. A lot of people look up to you because you're honest. Some people might think you're maybe a jerk at sometimes, but because you're no bullshit. Because you're always going to tell the truth and you're going to lead with integrity. And a lot of people don't understand that about you. And they get irritated and rubbed the wrong way. And I feel like they don't understand your humor or your sarcasm, or so people might get offended easily because of you and the way you articulate. But it's really just because you are focused and a sharp mind, very detailed. You always want clarity on everything. Am I coming close at all? Okay, YM. Know about your professional life. YM's asking. Thank you, Michael. YM's asking about their professional life. What is going on? Okay. I feel like you are really, you're really anxious about these interviews. But I'm seeing that there might be there's some kind of connection that was made during these interviews. There was a connection that was made. I'm actually pulling the life purpose deck out, seeing if there's any answers or correspondence to this. Let's see here. It's weird, like these cards that come out are saying that you need to take care of your body. Nutrition, healing energy, and this is the life purpose deck. So is there something like physically you're not feeling good? I see anxiety here. I mean, we have this, you're in your head. This might be causing a lot of physical damage that you're not even seeing. Maybe you're not eating correctly, because this says culinary, not eating correctly. I do feel like there's an opportunity coming in here for you. There's definitely an opportunity. Oh, that's funny, because this shows the back. That's crazy. There's opportunities coming in. So I do feel like there is, but you really need, this is what your energy is giving off. I know this is not answering your question, but there is definitely something that you are needing to eat better is what I'm getting, or something you need to nourish yourself physically. Like, I don't usually get physical, I never address people's physical ailments. I'm not a doctor. I don't pretend to be. But this is definitely telling me that there is some kind of maybe nauseous, maybe you're nervous for your interview and you got like nauseous or butterflies or something along those lines, because I do feel like it's in your stomach area where you need healing. I have going back to school and writing. Are you trying to go back to school? Maybe filling out applications? Maybe you work at a school? But I do feel like there are opportunities here, but Spirit is more concerned with your health today. Oh, so you're in your head about your breakup. Maybe you're not eating because of your breakup. Yeah, I got the impression that it was something with your stomach, not eating well, not being nourished enough. All right, guys, I think this is where I'm going to end it. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell. I'm definitely going to be going live again. I missed everybody who didn't join in today. I can't believe it. I missed everybody. But I will be back probably an additional day this week. Definitely Thursday, but probably an additional day, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Um, oh, please. I love you guys. I love hanging out with you. So thank you. It's more like it. So I hope to see you next time. Don't forget to click on that notification bell. That will let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. I am working on the monthly readings for your signs this week. So stay tuned for them. They'll be coming out next week, but I'm working hard on them. So I hope to see you again one day this week, and we'll talk soon. Love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.